A very nice hike in a pleasant group and a guide who was always very attentive to his clients and generous with explanations. The hike we did with BMR completely met our expectations. It's never easy for us to rate a guide because they can't rate the hikers they lead. We imagine that some groups can be challenging for guides and they can't complain too much, but we want to extend a huge thank you to our guide, Thierry, for our conversations, his attentiveness, and his perfect knowledge of Reunion Island, its flora and fauna, as well as his commitment to respecting the environment. We therefore highly recommend BMR, and especially Thierry, for your hikes in Reunion Island. Our only complaint, which is in no way BMR's responsibility, is the noise from the helicopters that constantly shuttle back and forth to supply Mafate. Perhaps keeping simpler guest houses, rather than hotel guest houses where hikers bring their own supplies, would significantly reduce these turnovers. Thierry, stay just as you are and keep sharing your knowledge of the island and your good humor. It was my first adventure in Mafate and I loved the hike. Well organized, the guide shared his extensive knowledge of the area, making it a fabulous experience. Thanks again. Meeting with a Mafate is the unique and magical place inaccessible by car, and above all the good humor of our guide Lawrence, her anecdotes. It was a joy to have shared this visit with her. For this loop, we were accompanied by two truly fantastic guides, Danny, John and Jessica. They were both incredibly professional and full of explanations about the wildlife and history of Mafate. Danny led the group, and Jessica brought up the rear, very patient with those who were struggling a bit. The route is beautiful, but to descend, you first have to climb, and some sections in full sun with high stone steps require more effort for shorter legs. But the surrounding scenery was breathtaking. Jessica had prepared banana cakes for us and bought candied papaya, in addition to coffee, tea, and herbal tea. It was a wonderful day filled with both exertion and good cheer. A huge thank you again to our two guides for all their explanations, to Danny's humor, and to Jessica for her patience and good humor. A must-do, but you should be reasonably fit. An informative and very interesting hike in the company of friendly guides who love Reunion Island and bring their experience not only of this island but also of other places on the planet where they have previously lived to help you get to know the Mafate cirque. Hike done with Vincent, the tall one, who is great. The organization was flawless and the hike was magnificent. The place is magical and the walk is easy. Be sure to bring a picnic for the middle of the hike. Smile. I did this hike with Denny as a guide and it was amazing. Not only were the views magnificent, but Danny was very informative about the history and culture of the area. I highly recommend this hike to everyone.